All right. Our next author doesn't have an author's page. They're called Nomad Monad. And they wrote the SCP called Reoccurring Board Position. Interesting. Reoccurring board position is like a board. That sounds like might be a board game. Or maybe something else, who knows? And Zippy said yes. She's still writing. I mean, it's probably a little bit tough to like do both at the same time. But hey, let's see what the next one is all about. You can just take your time. You don't have to rush. I'll read it in peace. But here we go. Next one, Euclid. 2 Euclids in a row. I remember. I'm still reading and catching up. Wait. No worries. No worries. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I had a stream where I had like 6 Euclids in a row, which nowadays that's not that impressive. But back then, when like there was a lot more like safes, it was kind of crazy to have like it was like Euclid. You know, I was like, did we get one safe one? But yeah, Euclid special containment procedure. Due to its nature, it is currently infeasible to detect all manifestation of SCP 2361. Worldwide medical records shall be monitored for fatalities inconsistent with SCP-2361's effects. Medical personnel directly witnessing the effects must be administered Class C amnestics. The victim's death should be explained as a result of a stroke. When necessary, X-rays and other documentation ought to be explained as hoaxes. Oh wait, you're still reading? Oh, you're reading along. That's nice. I didn't expect you to read while watching the stream at the same time. Any known civilian contact with -1 must be recorded and archived. Foundation contact with -1 must be supervised by at least 2 level 4 personnel. Position 4 moves prior to SCP-2361. Actual position not shown to avoid activating anomalous effects. Okay. Interesting. What the? Well, that's new. That was weird. Everything just can't. No, not everything. Just Opera GX crashed and restarted. So sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that. Not sure why that happened. Gotta reorganize everything, but everything's back. The stream has not crashed in itself, but that was weird. Okay. Any no civilian contact with -1 must be recorded and archived. Foundation contact with -1 must be supervised by at least 2 level 4 personnel. Description: SCP-2361 is a recurring position in the game of Go. And here we go. A board game played by placing black and white stones on a grid, also known as Ego, Weishi, or Baduk. Instances have been observed to manifest in multiple ways. So we have 1. Arising naturally during a game, when questioned players believe they are choosing moves of their own free will. Number 2. Spontaneous manifestation on unattended Go boards. And number 3, appearances on normally blank pages of Go-related books, with the caption, "Write to play in the language of the book." SCP-2361 instances created by mundane means will still play anomalous effects, and are only to be created during approved experimentation. In the event that a player places a white stone at position or circles it, in the case of printed instances, the subject's brain will begin to display unusual electrical activity, usually focused in the parietal lobe. This activity does not interfere with normal brain functions and typically passes unnoticed within 24 hours. However, 4 recorded cases have resulted in fatalities from symptoms superficially resembling a stroke. Wow. Autopsies revealed that several irregularly irregularly shaped sections of the brain have been removed by unknown means. The Foundation has contacted several professional Go players to analyze SCP-2361. These players typically indicate several possibilities for the next move, but invariably note as being one of the strongest candidates. Addendum A-1. On the 11th, 23rd, 2000, researcher Alice R. conducted an experiment to determine how SCP-2361 identifies the player. A remotely operated mechanism was constructed to place a stone at and was activated simultaneously by 2 D-class personnel. 3 seconds after activation, a new board position materialized. Foundation cryptographers determined the new position to be a simple trinary encoding of English letters, representing the message, "Please do not interfere with our research." Researchers are proceeded to conduct an interview by rearranging stones and using the same encoding. The responding entity has been designated -1. And here we have encoded message from -1. So this is an encoded message? Interesting. Trying to figure. It does not look at, so it's not like Morse code where like the black is a dash and the white is a dot, or is it? No, because the Morse code does not have dash 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 dash, dot 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 dash, or dot 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 dash dash dot. So it's probably not Morse code. Well, let's see. Interview transcript I1. Another interview. Okay. Interviewed -1. Researcher Alice R. Forward. Interview was conducted in code by rearranging ghost stones. So it is a code. Punctuation and capitalization have been added for clarity. Man, now I'm curious how this code works. Oh well. Begin log. Can you understand this? Yes. My name is Alice R. I would like to ask you a few questions. May I ask who I'm speaking to? We do not use names. No, it's Coherence Network. Actually, you know what? They say we, so let me do this. We do not use names in our Coherence Network. You may call me anything you wish. Very well. May I call you -1? Encoding did not allow numerals. That is acceptable. -1. Can you explain what you are? I am an analysis subsystem responding for identifying spatial beings for integration purposes. It is difficult to explain. Further, your language lacks many relevant concepts. Researcher note, the length of this message extends off the edge of the board. Pieces fell onto the table after materializing. It is unknown whether -1 was aware of this. By subsystem, do you mean you are an artificial life form? No. I was created. I was integrated into a more complex system for this purpose. Actually, I'm just going to keep it like a ghostly voice. Me too. I'm trying to figure out the Go code. Yeah, I'm like, because it seems like it's like something we can maybe figure out ourselves. Probably because of Bone might find like some sort of solution in the discussion. Are you responsible for these? Who produces SCP-2361 to the side of the board? Yes. What are they for? We have difficulty thinking about space. Our super system has no analogous feature. Our knowledge systems have explained it in abstract terms, but we cannot grasp it intuitively. A teaching system integrated a game you call Go, with all subsystems coherent to our network. The game was meant to teach position, movement, shape. It did not work. The ideas are too bizarre. We are coherent to few subsystems that are capable of understanding the rules. We integrate the game with many other subsystems, super systems to find beings capable of spatial intuition. What happens to people who place a stone at... We attempt to identify their spatial reasoning subsystems and, if possible, cohere them with our super system for analysis. Why not just discuss the matter with them, like we're doing now? We attempted this. Linguistic communication was insufficient to induce understanding. Your ideas are too alien. Direct integration of knowledge is required. Those spatial reasoning subsystems are parts of our brain, and we need them to function correctly. Can you study subsystems without removing them? Coherence is necessary for detailed study. If necessary, you can cohere yourselves with other versions. I don't understand. Other versions? We cannot cohere your spatial subsystems, so you will need to cohere with other compatible versions. I'm afraid we don't have any other compatible versions. Please wait a moment. I must integrate with new linguistic subsystem. 2-minute pause. This is related to your idea of distance. You cannot cohere with them because they are too far away. As far as we know, they don't exist at all. Exist? This is not related to space. No, not exactly. It's more like they are missing. Are you saying that in your universe, all things that could exist do exist? We do not use this distinction between exist and missing, but I believe you understand correctly. Doesn't that mean there are subsystems that already understand space and geometry? Yes, that is true. Why don't you talk to them? We do not know which ones they are. End log. So it looks like, okay, from what I understand is that the whoever is moving the Go pieces is actually a person playing Go on their world, and that's the way to communicate with each other. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of code this. No, this is this other picture. Oops, a lot. So trying to figure out what the code is here. Let me look up Go board. Because I'm trying to figure out. Because like, you know how in chess you have like you have like A3 and B8 and so on and so forth. So I wonder if it's like something like that, where the locations are technically like letters and numbers, and depending where the Go pieces land, it might mean something. But I don't think that's the case. No, wait, hold on. So no, there are letters. Okay. But then, okay, now we have okay, we have letters here. Let's look at this. So one at the far edge here, and then one like a space in between, which would be A and C, and then it jumps 1, 2, 3, 4 over A and C. So 1, 2, 3, 4. ACG. I'm not sure if that's what it is. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Oops. Again. Ah, fuck. Oh well. Oh well. But interesting one. There's always like a lot of SCPs that are about two different realities communicating with each other in different ways. There's the portal that communicates to a different reality, which the Foundation has fucked up the communication, like, because now they're trying to send like things that could kill them over there. There's of course like like I said, there's quite a lot. There's even our world, our Earth. There's a portal to our Earth, but that's not really communication. You can actually like walk over there. That's not communication, but you know what I mean. There's like a lot of isn't that I read recently one that had to do with communicating with another reality in a bizarre way. What was it about again? I never played Go. So I would be absolutely lost the moment they decide to use the pieces to communicate with me via code. But hey, whatever options you got. Like, I would just start writing letters with the Go pieces instead of actually trying to like use whatever code they used. Which also, I think what makes me realize, like at the end part, when they said, "Why don't you talk to them?" and the Dash one said, "We do not know which ones they are." It makes me kind of think maybe they communicate in code because they worry if another reality spots them, that might be like a dangerous reality, like a reality where they can like, you know, hop over to your reality and then like kill you. So they're probably writing in code to make sure that whatever subsystems they're trying to reach out is not a bad one. I think that's that's at least a sense what I have here. Because why don't you talk to them? We do not know which ones they are. You could take that as like face value and be like, okay, they just don't know where to look for the other subsystem, for the other reality, or they're not unsure which one is the one they want to talk to and which one is unsafe to talk to, and that's why they're using codes. Just saw a GoBo which arranged the stones like a QR code. That's pretty cool for a code in modern time. Oh. They arranged this. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, wait, you saw a GoPro which way? Oh, okay, gotcha, okay. It's not the one that we had here, but you saw one that looked like that. Gotcha, okay, that's pretty nice. that pretty artistic.